Morning, everybody. I clearly just woke up. My hair is wild. I'm about to get in the shower just because it's a mess. But today is a very exciting day. It's also very early. That's why the lighting is so weird. It's 6 in the morning. Anyways, today's a very exciting day because I am going to go get Hendrix. Not just for 1 or 2 days or 3 days. I'm going to get him for as long as my heart desires. Obviously, if Gus wants him, you know, whenever, like, he's welcome to come get him, but I did quit my job, so I'm basically going to be a stay-at-home mom for a little while. Maybe I'll talk about this a little bit more in a little bit. My hair, you guys, this is like, ugh, what is even going on? I'm gonna shower and get ready, look a little more presentable so that I can actually talk to you guys. I feel a little more presentable now. I showered. I was gonna get like ready, but I figured I'd just do that when I get home because it's just such a long drive. Currently at Dunkin' getting a coffee because I need a little pick-me-up. I've been really good to not have coffee all that often. Can I get a small caramel iced coffee with sugar and cream?
Okay, 237 at the window, please.
Thank you.
Good morning, 237.
Thank you. Now to get on the road to go get Hendrix. I'm gonna have to go that way because the road the other way is like gonna be impossible to get out of, and that's where I need to go. I will see you guys when I stop at like a gas station or something because I obviously don't want to be vlogging and driving. Stopped by Dunkin'. The coffee's not as good. I mean, Starbucks isn't either, but it's coffee. Normally, I would be going right to go to work, and this time I'm going left to go get my son, and it is literally the best freaking feeling ever. You know how I said earlier I probably should have ordered something to eat? I'm definitely regretting that now. I stopped in this town because all they have is a Burger King and it's down for like remodel, so stopped at the gas station to see if they had like donuts or something, and they're literally $2 for just like the little pack of donuts, and I'm not paying $2 for that. Like, I could literally go get a breakfast sandwich for that price. So I'm gonna suck it up, wait until I get to like the next biggest city, which is probably still like an hour away.
That's Kenny.
Where's Kenny?
Yeah.
He's at work.
I want to go home.
You just gonna go home?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go have lunch. Well, we're gonna go to the store, and we're gonna have lunch with TT, and then we'll go home.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And then I bet you by the time we get home, Kenny will be home too.
I want to be like Thomas.
You're Thomas?
Yeah.
You have Thomas at home. I have Woody. And Bullseye.
Yes.
Here's Woody. And Bullseye.
Sheriff Woody and his deputies saved the day.
Where are we?
We're home.
We're home.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. He was so hungry, but he also wanted to get home, so I just let him eat in the car. Dang, you almost ate the whole thing all gone.
Yeah.
You're starving.
Yeah.
Should we put the lid on and you can finish eating it inside? Yeah. While we were waiting for my sister to take her lunch, so we could go to lunch, obviously, we stopped by Target.
And he got this house.
We picked out that house.
I saw the gold.
He picked out that house to put in his room. And what else did you pick out?
I saw the cat.
Did you pick out these lights?
Yeah.
They're spiders.
Spiders.
And do you know what else I have?
My angel?
Would that be fun? Should we put those on your window?
Yeah.
And you'll be all decked out for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun doesn't get dark.
It's gonna get dark.
Yeah.
It is.
What gave me?
That?
Yeah.
You made that when you were a baby.
My baby?
Yeah, that's your footprint.
My footprint?
When you were just a baby.
My baby?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna start with the ghost, maybe?
Yeah. That's a bit scary.
He's scary.
Yeah.
Okay. Got him.
Whoa.
Does it feel kind of funny?
Yeah. Let's put that like this.
Yeah. pumpkin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good spot. Okay, I'm gonna help you with this part because this part's a little tricky, okay?
Okay.
Got his nose
Yeah.
and then his eyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it up top.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it though because it's a B for boo.
Yeah.
We don't have AA batteries, so Kenny's gonna be very nice and grab some on his way home from work. That way we can light up your little spiders, huh?
Yeah. I fix it.
I'll fix it.
Don't.
Look.
Whoa.
This is so cool.
Yeah. So Kenny.
You're gonna tell Kenny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenny. Kenny.
That's pretty cool, buddy.
See? To the right of Halloween.
I think I've come to terms that I live in this sweatshirt when it comes to making sit-down videos or just videos in general. I haven't found like a sweatshirt that I like, and I'm starting to wear the heck out of this one because it's so comfortable. It's like big and just, it's great. I'm going to apologize really quick if you see movement or anything behind me. Hendrix is asleep. Oh, maybe he might wake up. He's been napping behind me, but I've been needing to get this video done. It's just been hard for me. Pregnancy, I'm either doing really good or I just feel really crappy. Today I don't feel the best, hence the appearance. I was really sick this morning. I haven't thrown up. I haven't thrown up at all this pregnancy, but like sometimes the morning sickness just hits me so hard. So I apologize that I look the way I do. I did want to quickly give you guys an explanation of why I quit my job, because it is something I've been talking about for quite some time. It was something I kind of tossed because it is such a, it's a big deal. It's a big life decision. It's not like it's a job that I had for, you know, a couple months. This is a job in a company I've been at and with for almost 4 years. I started my way at the very bottom as a seasonal sales associate, and I made it all the way up to assistant store manager. So I mean, I had to go through at least 5 or 6 positions to get to where I was, and my main goal was to become store manager, but unfortunately the store that I had transferred to, that just was not going to happen. It was a very unhealthy environment. The store manager there was making my job so much harder than it needed to be. You know, I was nothing but a number. I felt very underappreciated. The best way I can explain this situation is that people don't quit jobs, they quit managers. And since quitting this job, like, I've never felt that statement be more true than what it is now. You know, I made very good money. I loved my job. I loved my position, the responsibility with it. It was amazing, it was challenging, and I loved knowing that I could move up and there was opportunity. I became very depressed when I was at work. I had no motivation. I didn't care. I would come home from work and I'd be very upset. Kenny has been very, very, very supportive with the decision. A lot of people thought that I was just gonna up and quit my job and expect him to take care of, you know, his new girlfriend and her child, even though it wasn't his. And I greatly expressed that to him. I was like, I do not want that at all. That was one of my biggest fears. I was like, I don't want you to think that I'm quitting. Like, I feel very selfish, and it's something that I still tell him to this day. I'm like, I still feel so selfish that I quit my job. And it was actually something that he had pushed me to do, was to quit. And it was because he knew I was very unhappy. I was also commuting 30-45 minutes one way. It was through a canyon. Not only that, but I was putting so much money into my car between gas and maintenance, like tires. I need to get new tires, and I literally just bought some, but because I've been commuting so much, they're literally just useless, so I need to go repurchase tires. So I mean, just like the whole thing, it just wasn't right anymore. I know Kenny and I are very, very solid. Like, I see it, my family sees it. My family just adores Kenny, like, all around. Like, they love him. I still obviously have those fears in the back of my head because it's like I've never really been able to depend on somebody financially, and so to completely let go, it's something I've worked so hard towards, is very hard for me, and it's terrifying. But that's just kind of the thing with life, is like, you have to take risks. It doesn't matter if you're quitting a job, starting a new job, going into a different field. It doesn't even have to do anything with your work ethic. It can be literally anything in life. Like, you're always taking risks, and that's how you get farther in life. I've had to take several in just the past 8 months, and it has done wonders for our family. So alongside everything going on with my job, I was obviously going without Hendrix, and it went on for much longer than Kenny and I anticipated. There has been a lot of scenarios that really hit me of like, I need to quit my job. Hendrix, every time I would talk to him or I would pick him up from his dad's house, he would tell me that he wants to go home, and this is home. This is his safe place. If I talked to him on the phone, he'd be like, yeah, I'm at my dad's house. It was never my house or my home. It was always dad's house. I was actually FaceTiming my sister because she had Hendrix, and my sister's like, Hendrix, where's mom? And he was like, she's at my house. And like his face just lit up, and it completely crushed me inside because it's like, I so badly want to bring him home and be there every day for him, and to know that mom is there, mom is not going anywhere. Granted, I never walked out of his life. I've always been there, and I think that's like an impression some people will get, is that I just completely abandoned my child, and that was not the case. I finally came to the realization of I need to quit my job. So Kenny and I came up, like I said, with that decision, and a few days later I put in my 2 weeks, and that was it. I have quit my job. Something else somebody else had said, granted, I'm trying to, I don't know why I'm explaining myself, but something else people have been saying is that I'm just up and ripping him away from his dad. That's not the case. I would never, ever, ever, ever take Hendrix away from his dad. You know, I will quickly say that his dad is not nearly as involved as you guys think. I feel like some of you have painted a picture of his dad being just father of the year, and I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm the perfect mom. I've made my mistakes, but although Hendrix was not living with me full time, I was still the one to provide for him, and that's about all that I'm gonna say for that. I don't want to put everything out online, but just know that his dad is not nearly as involved as you think. There is a reason why he doesn't like being at his dad's house. As far as what the future holds, I'm not entirely sure. I've, thought about maybe finding another like part-time job here and there, but then I was like, I'd have to put Hendrix in daycare because Kenny's schedule, it's all over the place. He does, a very great job at providing for us. Like, he's very much able to. But I just feel so guilty that like I'm contributing in a sense, because I do make a little bit of money from YouTube. So I can help put groceries on the table, or I can help with the phone bill, or the car payment, whatever. But like I feel so bad because like it's just, I don't know. It's like that guilty conscience of like I feel bad because like I see how hard he works, and I don't know. It's like what can I do to make things easier for him, I guess, is like what it comes down to. Kenny is he's phenomenal, and I couldn't ask for a better man in my life to be there for Hendrix, to be there for me. I've thought about school. I've thought about, what do I want to do for a career, because eventually one day the kids are going to be grown up and moved out, and what am I going to do? I need something to do, and I want to be able to give our kids a very good life. I don't know what the future holds, but I can tell you right now that Hendrix and I are very, very happy. I mean, I think this whole household is happy all around. To see Hendrix's face light up again is probably the most rewarding thing. I feel like, when we were doing like that back and forth thing, like you could tell Hendrix was happy, but there was just something in him that was so sad. So to see his face just light up every day, like I could cry. Like it's been amazing. So as always, if you guys have questions, I'm happy to answer them. I know that was like my big question is, when are you getting Hendrix? I do have him full-time now, so hopefully that answers that question. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in our next video.